All right, guys, I want to turn this back around. But, guys, welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to this breaking news edition of Believers Talk. Again, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, as Believers Talk is going to keep you up to date on all things Buffalo Bills happening during free agency. Now, guys, we know a lot is going on in the sports landscape right now, right? We know with baseball shutting down, postponing their opening day hockey, the Sabres will not be playing hockey again for a little while until they get everything figured out with coronavirus. Basketball canceling all their operations as well. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? But the NFL off season, so they're not playing football, but still plenty of action. And again, like I said, we're going to keep you up to date. $5 million per year is a steal, absolutely. If you don't know what we're talking about, guys, guard Quinton Spain has re-signed with the Buffalo Bills. It is a 3-year, $15 million deal. Welcome, Geek Squad. Welcome to this breaking news edition. Guys, I do plan, as I normally do on Thursdays, going live later tonight. And we'll talk more about this deal, of course. But when it came across my phone, I had to go live immediately and let you guys know exactly what is going down. Again, guys, thanks for coming around, Enix. Ryan's mad about the restructuring of Croft. We'll talk about that tonight as well. Apex says that is awesome news. Absolutely awesome news right now. Just staying safe, says any Buffalo sports fan, and that's what we have to do, guys. And again, we'll talk about it all this evening when I go live. Like I said, I'll always go live Thursday, so I'll get live on there again. My free period right now, teaching Japanese today. Glad to see Spain come back, says Jack. Welcome to Believers Talk. Yeah, and that's what we're here to talk about, guys. Breaking news again. Hit that thumbs up button. I see a couple of you have already done that. Thank you. Really helps out the channel, guys. And like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, this is where you're going to get your breaking news. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. If you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We'll notify you when we'll point out new content. But the Buffalo Bills just came across my phone, have re-signed Quinton Spain. As far as wash your hands around, absolutely. You want to make sure that you guys are staying safe out there. But the Buffalo Bills re-signed Quinton Spain to a 3-year, $15 million deal. Kind of the same thing with the Greg Norman deal, even though the Greg Norman contract details have come out. And we'll talk about that again as well this evening. I want to see how this is all structured out. It averages out to be $5 million a year, of course, so you want to see exactly what happens. But I really like this re-signing as well. I think that's a good amount of money, good deal there. Keep an eye on the mail tomorrow. Oh, well, thank you very much, Jack. I appreciate that. I got something for my new Bill studio. I will proudly display it. So again, I thank you very much. I do. Anthony, for some reason, I keep calling him Greg Norman. It's Josh Norman. I like golf more than I realized that I did, apparently. But yeah, Josh Norman to the Buffalo Bills. But this video is about Quinton Spain, who, again, has talked this whole offseason about how he did not allow a sack last season. If you guys watched, I recently just did an offensive line video where we talked about the possibility of switching some offensive linemen up. And it looks like if we keep Quinton Spain, keep John Feliciano, it looks like our starting offensive line has come back together. At least they're still going to be on the team right now. 3 years, $15 million, $5 million. Not necessarily, that doesn't have to be starter money at guard. We could still go out and get a nice guard, one of the top guards in free agency, but we'll see what happens. Hey, Evil Crazy Eights. Hey, Lay Mistress. Summer Paul is hating on us so much. Yeah, Paul probably still enjoying time being a new dad again. So, Paul, we hope you're enjoying that time. But like I said, I wanted to get on here real quick. Don't have a lot of time. I will be on again later this evening, so you want to make sure that you're on there so we could talk more about this deal, more about some other deals. As was mentioned earlier, the Buffalo Bills restructured another contract. We're looking at offensive outside linebacker from Cleveland. I did see that. We're interested in him. That the Cleveland Browns just cut him, so we're interested in that. But good news is the NFL free agency is well underway. Again, you could sign some of these players, re-sign some of your own players as long as they were released prior to the end of an NFL season, prior to their contract being up. And then, unfortunately, the rest of the sporting world is suffering much more than the NFL is right now. But we heard the NFL is planning on sticking with free agency, sticking with this schedule. Now, if you guys don't know, the free franchise tag has been moved to next week as well. So, or actually maybe today, where teams have up to a certain amount of time to announce a franchise tag. How much do we restructure Kraft for? We'll get into that. Later this evening. I haven't really checked out the numbers completely either, so I want to make sure that my facts are accurate for you guys. It just came across my phone about Quentin Spain, that we re-signed him, and that's exciting. That is exciting news. Seeing this team kind of gel, come back together, that familiarity with the offensive line that you already have. Again, just because we signed him doesn't mean he necessarily has to be a starter, but he is part of this team. And again, that does give you a familiarity with Brian Dable, with Josh Allen's style of offense. So we're going to see what happens. What time, Joe? Probably around 9:30, like we normally do. That's when I'll be live tonight. Is the draft going to be affected by this virus? Probably. It's probably going to be on a much smaller scale. Don't even know if it's going to be in Vegas. But guys, and I tweeted this out earlier today. If you're not following me on Twitter, be sure to do so. I'll make sure to put the link in the description below when I have time. Minus 100K for each penny. So what was I talking? Oh, we don't know what's going to happen in April, right? That's still over a month. The draft's still over a month away. A lot can happen. Remember, the first case of coronavirus was found in December 31st of 2019 in China and Magul, China, I believe it was, and they're already beginning to see improving signs, and here we are early March. So we don't know how fast this thing's going to move through. We don't know how well these doctors, the CDC, is taking care of this, but they're doing good. They're going to do their best to make sure that we're safe, and we appreciate that. I know that the sporting world's kind of rocked right now, but remember, guys, there's more important things than sports. I can't believe that just came out of my mouth. I have to wash my mouth out with soap now, but it did. So, hey, King Cam, how you doing? Again, guys, main reason got on here, Quentin Spain just re-signed with the Buffalo Bills. I'll talk more about it tonight when we go live, somewhere between 9 and 9:30. And I look forward to seeing you all there. That's when I'll be there. And that's Eastern time, Jack. All right. So make sure you're there. That's 9:30 Eastern time, about 5 o'clock your time. So we're going to see what happens for me. Yeah, I can't believe I just said that. I must have been, the virus must be hitting me in a weird way. So anyway, guys, again, I appreciate you guys joining me for this quick live edition. Again, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Quentin Spain re-signs with the Buffalo Bills. I'll wash my hands after the video. And the Buffalo Bills, that offensive line began to look like the same guys are going to be there that were there last year. And again, we saw improvement last year, so that's not necessarily a terrible thing. We just hope that we continue to see that improvement through next year. If these guys are starters, remember, just because they re-signed doesn't necessarily mean that they're starters, although you would think 3 years, $15 million, and definitely the type of contract that's going to make the roster, but you don't know if that means that they're going to be starters starting next season. We'll see what happens, but right now it looks like we re-signed Quentin Spain. Well, we did re-sign Quentin Spain, so that means it looks like we'll probably keep Cody Ford at tackle. Maybe this Bills coaching staff, this front office, feels more confident in the offensive line than I do, and that's a good thing because that means we can spend more money and we can also use more draft picks on star offensive talent. That's what I'm looking forward to do, and I look forward to keeping you guys updated right here on Believers Talk. There's a couple good guys out there, John. Thanks a lot. And again, thank you guys for joining me. I look forward to talking to you all more later tonight when we go live sometime between 9:30 Eastern time to talk more about Quentin Spain, talk more about Tyler Kroft, talk more about Josh Norman, and we'll talk more about Buffalo Bills football, probably talk a little coronavirus too and what effects that might have. So again, guys, I look forward to talking to you all then. Quentin Spain, 3 years, $15 million. He's back with the Buffalo Bills. Let it snow, as someone would say. And I look forward to talking to you all later tonight. Until I do, go Bills.